Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
The most important thing is training never basically changed. The physiology of training, if you want to build your biceps, what do? You bring your arms up forward. There's no other way you're going to build your bicep except contracting motions build the bicep. You can do all kinds of routines. The tragedy with most guys, they get wrapped up in routines and not wrapped in that exercise don't build muscles. Now I know that what this idiot talking about. That's true. Recovery is when you build. And the tragedy with guys, that's why you see guys that look fantastic and look worn out, because actually training with weights or training at all builds up what they call free radicals. And what the free radicals do is actually destructive to the body, and antioxidants is what neutralizes them. And what happens to most guys that train, they are so wrapped up in the training, they don't connect with nutrients. And the key, and just watch it. Just look at your eyes. Look at the size of football players today and the size of them 30 years ago. What happened? What's the difference? What's the change? Look at the strength. It comes from maximizing and understanding nutrition. I'll tell you something. I sometimes feel odd. I say to myself, I wish we had the concentrated and knowledge of nutrition then as they do now.
It was a completely different thing back then.
Oh, they didn't even, matter of fact, back then, getting full, people say, are you full? Full was supposed to be an indication that you were nourished. Yeah. They did not concentrate on nutrition.
Full of what? I mean, you're eating, but maybe you're not eating the right things for nutrition.
They didn't make them, as long as you were full.
Yeah.
You're full? They didn't relate the concentration of nutrition to the body.
Yeah.
And that's why, just look at your athletes. Athletes that were stars 40 years ago couldn't even qualify today. Now, what was it? Not training. Because the key to all building is recovery. And that's another thing why a lot of these fellas, by the time they get my age, they're all burnt out. Because they never concentrated on recovery. They keep thinking the harder they train, the better. You must incorporate the amount of energy you put out with the amount of time that you improve your nutrition and you rest. Because if you keep in mind, exercise don't build muscle. Say that it sounds ridiculous. What do you mean it doesn't build muscle? It doesn't. Recovery. You do not build while you're training. You break down.
That's been known for so many years. When you're training, you're breaking down cells.
But a lot of these guys don't know it. And they get these magazines, and they see these routines, and they're all about routines. Routines isn't what you build. When we trained, we did two basic barbell. All right, get back. I'm the first guy that built 21-inch muscular arms. You know why? Because at that time, the so-called experts said it was impossible. The human body could not maintain muscles of that size. But you see, they weren't realizing that the protein was essential for growth of the muscles to get to that size. Now, I didn't know it was protein. All I knew is the more protein I ate, the bigger I got. And I remember they had the rules of training. It's fascinating, They would say, don't do over 3 sets. Everybody was obsessed with overtraining.
Yeah, 3 sets of 10.
Yeah, 3 sets of 10. Yeah. And we used to drop the weights like they won 5 after 3 sets. Nobody had an idea where it came from. What they call the unwritten rules.
Yeah.
Guys make up rules and people follow them. So,
3 sets of 10 3 times a week.
3 times a week, yeah.
3 sets
Everything was overtraining. So you know what? I did 3. I wasn't happy. I went along with the so-called rules, but I wasn't happy. I said, I got to do more. I started doing 6, and I noticed the more I did, the bigger I grew. Got to the point, everybody in the gym was laughing, oh, you're going to lose muscles. And when they saw how I was growing, we went crazy. We would do 15, 20 sets for a body part.
Yeah, but you just said something.
Yeah.
You said it wasn't the training, it was the nutrition.
No, yeah, but we ate all day.
Okay.
That's the thing. We we noticed another thing. We noticed that when we ate steak, we pumped up and recovered faster when we ate chicken. We know it was all supposed to be good for you, not really knowing the importance of protein and the essential. There's only one substance that repair and maintain muscle tissue, that's protein.
Yeah.
You can get every single nutrient known to man and don't eat any protein, you won't be able to get out of bed. You'll have complete muscle collapse. I quit this bitch.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.